Hello YouTube! So my name is Sam and welcome to my channel and welcome to my first video on my channel. My channel is Princess Party Life, and from the title I bet you could guess that it's about princess parties and life as a professional princess. So a little bit about me. I'll do an intro video, and I also saw on another Princess Party blog that actually kind of got me started. It was a child's dream, and Charlotte was doing a Princess Party tag, and I thought it'd be pretty cool to do it too. So this video will kind of be a little about me, a little bit about what my channel is going to be, and as also the tag. I wish I could speak words right now, but it's not happening. So anyway, so like I said, my name's Sam. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts. I work at a party company through Boston, and I work for their Princess Party chain. And I have been doing this since September, and I love it. I think it's a great job. Especially I am 20 years old, I'm a college student, I'm in nursing school, so it's a really good job. It just kind of takes up my weekends a little bit during the week in the summer, but not too bad right now. I'll be taking summer classes, so I'm still really going to be, just doing it on the weekends. I think it's a lot of fun. I really couldn't picture myself doing anything else as a job right now, actually. With being in nursing school, it's, kind of hard to do my passion, which is musical theater. Nursing school is really hard and takes a lot of focus, and I didn't want to have to kind of drop my musical, theater performance background, so this job was really awesome to be able to do. So a little bit about what this channel is going to be. So it's kind of going to be like a lifestyle video blog. I'll share the way that I personally do my makeup. When I do my makeup for parties, I like to be, I want to say park accurate rather than cartoon accurate, because I feel cartoons, the animated movies that Disney princesses are, can be a little hard to figure out what, I guess, makeup they'd be wearing, because honestly it kind of all just looks like they're not really wearing much makeup, and it completely differs from the park. And personally, I like the way that the park makeup looks better. I like that there's colors on some of them. I think that it's a little bit easier looking at pictures to kind of attempt to copy, as there's really not a lot of tutorials out there for park accurate. I don't want to say accurate because I don't know how completely accurate I am, but I like to, be as accurate as I possibly can be with it. So I'll post some of my makeup tutorials, probably not on party days because I get a little frazzled on party days. This past weekend I had 6, so it just gets really busy for me. So I'm going to try and post videos during the week when I get a chance. So I'll do that, and these videos, like I said, will be vlogs, will be makeup tutorials, will be, if anyone wants to see my costumes, would be kind of any tips that I have kind of learned since starting back in September. So that's what this channel is going to be about. And did I miss anything? I don't think so. So yeah, so this is my first video, first time on YouTube. I actually have never, actually I lied, I have some singing videos on YouTube from performances in high school that have got some views, but I've never done any kind of vlog, anything really. So this will be the first time, so I'm kind of trying to work out kinks and stuff like that. Like, you'll probably see me doing some videos in different areas. Right now, I'm in my princess room, which is really the guest room of my house that has all of my wigs and my costumes taking over a little bit. Lighting obviously is not that great, but I'm just going to have to figure things out. I don't really have a vanity. I think I might want to invest in one. Maybe I'll invest in a better camera if I continue to do this, as I'm just recording this on photo booth on my computer. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. First time for everything, right? So, yeah, so I'll get started on the princess tag video. So like I said, what kind of inspired me to even start this was a vlog that I found on YouTube called A Child's Dream. It was Charlotte that has been doing a bunch of videos, and I love watching them like every day. So Charlotte, if you're watching this, like, you're awesome and totally inspiring. And she did a princess tag video. Oh, there goes the light. And so I decided that maybe I would do it because, you know, why not? So wow, it looks like I have one black eye. This lighting is just horrible. All right, so I took a picture of the questions. So the first question was, what is the location of the company you work for? And like I said, I am based out of Boston, Massachusetts. My company is based out of Boston. We service a lot of New England, so I know that I've done Massachusetts parties, I've done parties in New Hampshire, I've done parties in Rhode Island, I've done parties in Connecticut, I've done parties in Maine. So we service pretty much a lot of New England, as New England's kind of tight, and it usually doesn't take more than an hour to get to different places, especially different states. Most of the time, if you're in a different state, it's like right over the border, so it's really not that far. Second question is, how long have you been a princess? So I have been princessing since September. That's when I started. I would consider it probably late August, early September is when I started. I found the company that I work for online, actually. I just kind of Googled it. I had a friend approach me and ask me, you know, she had someone that she knew that wanted a princess at her birthday party but didn't know if that actually existed. So she contacted me and was like, hey, would you just dress up for this? And I was like, yeah, why not? So after she contacted me for that, I thought about it, and I was like, I wonder if this is like a real thing, if people, you know, actually do parties, because I thought I had seen it before. So I Googled it, found my company, sent an email, and interviewed with them, and here I am. Now I do parties. Next question is, who is your favorite and least favorite character to be? I would have to say my favorite character to be is Rapunzel, because she's my favorite. I think she's a lot of fun. I think, you know, she has a pretty big personality, so that's cool. I like to, I'm a very bubbly person and talkative, and I like to have, you know, have personality, you know? Probably my least favorite right now is probably Elsa, just because I've done a lot since I started in September. I've just recently started doing princesses other than Elsa or Anna, because Frozen kind of was the huge thing. I mean, it still is the huge thing, but was like the really big thing when I started. So it was just recently that we started getting booked like other characters. So yeah, so Rapunzel I would say is my favorite. Least favorite right now is Elsa, just because I've done it so much, and I think it just kind of wore on me, and I'm just ready for a change. I think that's why. What is the most interesting thing that has happened to you while in costume? Oh, let's see. Oh, well, I had to go to a birthday party on Valentine's Day this year, which was interesting to have a party on Valentine's Day, in my opinion. And it was at night, too, so I still thought that was a little interesting. I would have thought it'd be during the day, but it wasn't. And anyway, that day we had, / evening, we had a huge snowstorm. New England had, like, monstrous snow this year. And I had to drive to this party in the evening when it got really bad. And I usually go to my parties in costume. At this point, I was driving back in costume as well. So I was driving back to, well, I live in two places. I live in my parents' house, and I also have an apartment as well in Boston, close to school. So I was driving back to my parents' house because it was the weekend and it was way closer to the place that I was going, and the weather was really bad. So I was driving back, and I was like 3 streets away from my house, and my car spun out, and I spun into a snowbank. And here I am, like, dressed as Elsa, stuck backwards in a snowbank. And obviously parents came to get me, but there were people that stopped, and there was one gentleman that stopped and came to my window, and At this point, I think I had taken off my wig, but still had the wig cap on and the costume, and he just thought it was really interesting that he was, you know, helping Elsa get out of the snow. So that was probably the most interesting thing that happened, is spinning my car. Interesting and not very exciting because it was kind of scary, but it happened. Okay, the next one is, have you gone into character outside of work? Character mode, that's it. Yes, I have. I just recently did a photo shoot in the park with a friend, and we did a little Rapunzel photo shoot, and it was like instant like character mode the minute I saw a child, because obviously they look at you, and I just like, you know, even if they didn't call me over, I kind of just walked over and was talking to this little boy, and he was super cute and, you know, playing hide and seek with me, and, you know, it was really cute. So yes, I do go into character mode like instantly. Let's see, how important is staying in character to you, and have you ever broken it at a party? I think it's extremely important to stay into character at a birthday party, because that's what you're hired for. You are hired to be a princess at a birthday party, and that's what people expect. I've never broken character at a birthday party. I mean, it's really hard sometimes, especially if a kid says something super funny and you just want to start laughing at them because it's really funny and cute, but like you can't, so you gotta stay in character. It can be hard at times. I know I've had parents kind of in front of the kids ask me about, you know, oh, is this what your full-time job or whatever, and in front of the kids it's kind of hard to answer. I just kind of politely try and deflect the question, and later on if they get me, you know, as they're walking me out, then I'll answer their question about me being a student and this, yeah, kind of being my full-time job type of thing. So while at the party in front of kids, I never break character. If I'm away from the party, then sometimes, yes, I do if talking to parents or adults. Next one is, have you ever had a parent try to sabotage the magic? I wouldn't say parent. I mean, like I said, sometimes parents will ask you, like, during the party, is this your full-time job and stuff like that, and I kind of feel like that might be sabotaging it a little bit. It's actually a lot of the kids that will try and sabotage it. I had my first aerial party this weekend, and two of them, and there were kids, a girl there who was a little older, probably like, I don't know, maybe like 7 or 8 or whatever. She might have been a sibling. I don't really remember. But, you know, she was grilling me to, like, see if I could, you know, answer all of her questions and stuff like that. And so, you know, she would try and say, well, you're not the real Ariel and stuff like that. And obviously you deflect the question and answer, of course I am. So there's that. So I haven't really had adults do it. It's more with kids, surprisingly. Who's the easiest character to be? Like I said, I really haven't done much other than, let's see, I've done Elsa and Anna like a gajillion times. I've done Rapunzel since I started, probably like 3, 4 times. I've done Ariel twice. I've done Cinderella twice. I think that's it. Oh, I did Sleeping Beauty once too. So I would say that the easiest character to be, it's probably like Anna, because she's really like outgoing and really fun. You know, she's silly and stuff like that. So I think she's pretty easy to be because it's kind of my personality anyway. Has a child ever been uncertain and tried to rip your wig off? No. I've had kids ask if I'm wearing a wig and then, you know, kind of be like, and I'd be like, of course not, and stuff like that. And they're like, yeah, you're right, it looks like real hair anyway. So no, I haven't. Let's see, what is your favorite part about your job? My favorite part is probably when you walk into a party and you just see, you know, the kids and just how much awe they're in that the person that they adore just walked into their birthday party. Like, of all places, like, they came to their birthday party, which means that that character loves them enough to go. I had a little girl, someone wrote a review on me and was saying that their little girl went to bed that night saying that Elsa loved her so much that she went to her birthday party. And I just thought that was so sweet. And, you know, it's the most rewarding part of the job because you never know what a child's situation is and stuff like that. So if you can make that kid happy for an entire day into the night, then, you know, it's a huge accomplishment. Let's see, do you have any other jobs besides princessing? Currently, no. Do you sing? If yes, what is your favorite princess song to sing? And sing a few bars. Oh my gosh. I do sing. Wow, that just totally put me on the spot there. My favorite princess song to sing. That's tough. I don't really know. I really like Ariel's music. I think it's probably more in my vocal range. So, I mean, I guess I'll sing something for you. Let's see. I'll sing Part of Your World. I'll sing a little part of it. And she's on my shirt anyway, so here we go. Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the girl who has everything? Look at this trove, treasures untold. How many wonders can one cavern hold? Looking around here you think, sure, she's got everything. Alright, a little rough, but there we go. What are your favorite makeup products? Foundation, lipstick, eyeshadow. I'll do a video about this too at some point, showing my stuff, because this one's getting a little long, but my favorite makeup products, I use a lot of MAC stuff. I also really love Urban Decay, so I use MAC foundation and all of that. I use a lot of Urban Decay, Naked Palette eyeshadow. I also use a lot of Makeup Forever eyeshadow. I think that stuff is great, especially the pigments. So what kind of shoes do you wear? I tend to wear flats. I mean, I'm personally pretty short myself, but I still tend to wear flats because a lot of our, what we do is very active, and I would just be afraid to step on little toes and heels and stuff like that. So I do wear flats. I mean, my Cinderella shoes have a small heel on them, but other than that, my Elsa shoes are just like wicked sparkly, bunch of rhinestone, and then I just have like a pair of nude flats that I use for everything else. Where do you get your costumes? Our fairy godmother, who's actually my boss, she makes everything by hand. She comes up with the concept and makes it all and tries to get as accurate to the movie as possible. Some of them are a little different, like our Ariel costume, we like to keep a little bit modest. So it does look like a mermaid costume, but it's not the typical bra and fin, which, I mean, I don't mind that, but our company personally just likes to keep it a little bit modest. Let's see. Describe your worst costume malfunction. It's really probably just changing in the car. I haven't really had anything too bad lately. It's just, I had to change. I had a party 2 weeks, few parties 2 weeks ago, and I was 3 different princesses in one day, and it was the big ball gowns, and it was really hot that day, and I was just sweating because all the parties are outside, so I actually had a really hard time zipping up my costumes in the car. So I would say, I mean, it's not malfunction, but it was probably the worst thing because I would panic and be like, oh my god, I need to get into this party and I can't zip up my costume. Like, it's not happening because I'm all sweaty and gross. Least favorite part about princessing is the driving. Have you ever been uncertain about entering a party? No. The only time I get uncertain is if, it looks like it's in, like, a public space. That makes me a little uncomfortable. Like, people have it at, like, pizza parties or, like, a Dave & Buster's and stuff like that, and it just makes me a little uncomfortable at first. Not uncertain about going into them, but it's a little uncomfortable having to, walk through large crowds, especially if the place doesn't know that you're going to be there. That's really rough. Have you ever been hit on by someone at a party? No, I don't think I have. And the last one is, what is the furthest you've ever driven to an event? In New England, I drove to Maine once, and that was probably about 2.5 hours, I think is the furthest I've ever gone. I mean, if you count this, in April I went to Florida and did a party for my little cousin's 4th birthday, an Elsa party for her, so, but obviously that was on my time, and, we paid to go over there, and my mom came with me and stuff like that, so we went to Disneyland, too, for a day, so it wasn't really a paid job, which is fine, but, yeah, so that was the princess tag, and I don't really know any other princess people on YouTube or anything, so if you are a princess person and you are watching this, then I tag you to do this video too. So yeah, I know this ran a little long, but like I said, first video, kind of 2-in-1 type of thing, so Thanks for watching. If you like this, maybe you would subscribe and see what else I have for you. Alright, so that's it. Enjoy the rest of your day.